Okay, so I think I was sitting way too close to the microphone last time. I am figuring, let's just get started. There's no lore to go over. Whoop, hello. There's no lore to go over. We could maybe strengthen space. Yeah. What if we just ended up doing more damage to him? Alright, no lore to go over. Let's just get right into it. It's battle time. We'll see how this goes. Hoping I learned a lot from last week. Yeah, Toast, you didn't miss, like, anything last week. I just got my ass handed to me by this literal child. Alright, let's go. Wish me luck. Oh, I could have destroyed him. Warming up. I wish we could win this with the power of love. Oops, trying to shoot him again, but I don't think that's parryable. Uh-oh! I don't think I'm visceraling him enough for that to really make any difference, but we'll try again with this method. Second time. Oh god. Could have visceraled him. Fuck! I was trying to get behind him so that I could visceral him in his second form, but whatever. Shit. Oof. Right where I died last time, apparently. We'll try to get more viscerals. Fuck. Oh. Oops, too early. Oh, I froze. That one I legitimately didn't do anything. I might just do the extra blood vials again. So I'm not sure how much of a difference that makes. Get behind him, get behind him, get behind him. Shit. How am I alive? Ooh. I'm dead. Let's get extra blood vials. I'm already starting to feel hopeless. Death I march. Oh my god, my health! I couldn't get up. Oh, okay, what was that? Where is he? I don't know where him. Oh, I didn't have time to heal. This is so grueling. What? Oh. Ugh, I was trying to find a time to heal without him hitting me. Are you having fun? Sounds like you're suffering. I'm suffering a little bit. I just feel kind of hopeless. Oh. Shit, just trying to shoot him. Oh. Cool. He's just very difficult. You have to be perfect. Especially in this phase. Do very little damage to him. What? Where's the music? What happened? Where's the music? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, my heart is going. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna try to put my heart near my microphone so you can see if you can hear it. I don't know if you can hear it, but oh, we did it. It took us significantly less time than last time. Oh, okay. And we got an extremely important lore item. Let me catch my breath. Okay, give me a moment. I'm gonna go get myself some coffee. Give me a moment. Mini break while I fucking calm down. Okay. Okay, we're back. Holy shit. Oh, okay. Let's read about the Kos parasite, which is actually a weapon. When the carcass of Kos washed up on the coast, its insides were teeming with tiny parasites, unlike any found in humans. This atypical weapon can only be clasped tight and swung, but a Kos parasite is said to stimulate phantasms inhabiting a lumen wood. So essentially that means that we can't really use this weapon unless we are a lumen wood. I'll show you what it looks like later. Kos seems almost to have a human face. And a human arm. Nightmare slain. That's the first time we've seen that.
Sweet child of Kos, returned to the ocean. A bottomless curse, a bottomless sea, accepting of all that there is and can be.
Gained more insight for that. That horrible sun is gone. The storm clouds have abated a bit. It's a peaceful shoreline once again. And we got a notification that said nightmare slain instead of prey slaughtered, which typically always says prey slaughtered. But kind of following that Lovecraftian idea of dreams, there is typically in Bloodborne the dreams and the nightmares, which are both dreamt and real places, real physical places, they will end when the Great One who is dreaming them wakes up. Or in Bloodborne's case, that is the case in Lovecraft, but in Bloodborne's case, there's typically like a Great One who gives fuel to creating this place and actually makes it physical, and then there is a human host. Mikolash was the host of the Nightmare of Mensis. It is unknown who the host of this Hunter's Nightmare is, but I tend to think it's Maria, just because this place is very Maria-themed. And of course, she would be haunted by her actions here. In my interpretation, Kos was found on the shoreline, and there is, I forget what it's called, but I think it's called like Drowned God or something like that. But in Japan, there is this phenomenon of, in small villages, of like whales washing up on the shore. I might be getting this wrong, but whales washing up on the shore, and because they were plentiful and they supplied a lot of food and like blubber and bones and things to people, they would kind of be like venerated as gods, or the nickname was like drowned gods and stuff like that. And I think that's kind of what this is referencing. I did not come up with that. That's just kind of a known theory within the community. My little guys with the top hats keep popping up. Hello guys, it's nice to see you again after the nightmare we've been through. The story here seems to be that Kos, a Great One, clearly connected to the sea. She's got a lot of sea elements to her, I imagine. She looks kind of flat, like a man-o-war jellyfish stranded on the beach, but I assume underwater she was breathtakingly beautiful. But she washed up on shore, and she was pregnant. And if we remember the fisherman priest at the beginning of this level, he was cursing Bergenworth, called them like blood-crazed fiends, blasphemers, murderers. And my interpretation is that she was pregnant. She had a child posthumously, and the Bergenworth scholars, who were seeking Great Ones, heard of this Great One who washed ashore in this remote little fishing hamlet, and then pretty much hired the hunters to slaughter everyone so that they could clear the path to this Great One, take her child, and then perform a biopsy on it, which of course killed it. So there's a lot of anger at the injustice of what happened. Anger from the Great One from Kos, whose consciousness might still be somewhere. She might not fully be dead. She might only physically be dead, we don't know. Maybe that wrath was manifested in her orphan. Maybe it was the orphan itself. But in any case, there was a deep wrath. And these people, the people of the fishing hamlet, actually called this Great One to curse Bergenworth and the people who descended from them. A bunch of parasites came from Kos's body and infected the villagers, but they kind of seem to see it as a blessing. The curse will answer the question of who was the curse placed upon, this generational curse, and it was placed upon hunters. Gehrman and Maria were here the father and mother of all hunters, as it were. And Simon's dialogue kind of confirmed this when he said, so our forefathers sinned. We hunters cannot bear their weight forever. So we are actually a part of this curse too. But we have ended it. We have slain the nightmare. Now it's time to go back home.
Good hunter, I can hear Gehrman sleeping. On any other night, he'd be restless. But on this night, he sounds so very calm. Perhaps something has eased his suffering.
That's how we know Gehrman is connected to that event. Gehrman sleeps soundly now, right after we killed the orphan. How many blood vials do we have? 8! Oh my god. I don't think we'll need this anymore. I always like that one. Yeah. Yeah, that's good for now. I would like to level up again, though. Or, no. We can spend this on more blood vials, because we absolutely need those. This is a total boss run. Let's go. Let's slay another nightmare. I thought the orphan was going to take a lot longer. These other bosses are not going to give us much trouble. I mean, this other boss... There's nothing after this, right? Right? There shouldn't be. Why would there be? Who else would we fight? What else would we fight? I don't have any... Bzzzt. No, I don't. So we still have a baby crying here. A lot of these nightmares seem to be tied with infants. And the horrors committed upon them. And by mothers. And then we have, as a reminder, this woman, who we've seen. We saw her right after the blood moon. So she might be connected to the blood moon ritual. She's bleeding from, you know, where one would be pregnant. She's gazing up here, where our final boss awaits. Surrounded by more dead Mensis scholars. And, as I showed you, there is a baby carriage in there. We're finally ready to end this nightmare. Oh, she's right in front of me. Ah! Love the creepy lullaby vibe. Yeah. Interesting boss music. It's a lullaby. Double. Ooh, triple. Okay. Nice little trick there. I had to take a pause, it traumatized me. What was traumatizing about this boss? The fact that she's called a wet nurse. She has, like, no face. Almost kind of like Formless Odin, maybe. She seems like a great one herself. She has, like, powers of illusion, it seems. She could create darkness. And the music, yeah, the music is haunting. She's got a bunch of, like, knives and scalpels and things, kind of like like she could perform a C-section or something. Oh! I just run around during this part, or else I get hit. Oh god, where? Oh, get away from me. No. Stretchy Muppet arms. Just kind of have to wait for it to be over. Toast, when you said I was suffering before, that is kind of the fun of these games, is that you have something that seems so impossible and then it feels so good when you turn that impossible into I did it. I didn't think I could do it, but I did it. My therapist was actually talking to me about how these games have kind of helped me form neural pathways between, oh, the carriage has been knocked over, between, oh, it's impossible, I'll never be able to do it, and then, like, working hard and then actually doing it. So it's been very healthy for me. I love her wings. I want to cosplay as her someday. Oops. Have a big puppet. I think that would be so fun. It'd take a lot of work though. But I feel like I know how I would make it. No! Fun fact about this song. This was the first piece of music written for Bloodborne. Miyazaki knew from the very beginning that he wanted the doll and a music box lullaby. Those were the very first elements of Bloodborne, and everything else came afterwards. So from the beginning, we could kind of tell that this would be maybe a sad story about children and mothers. Does everyone know what a wet nurse is? Or do I need to explain that? Initially, having that pause, and then the baby crying, and then falling into a peaceful snore was a bug. It was supposed to say Nightmare Slain a lot earlier. But I think it works. It kind of like makes you like, was that it? Am I done? Am I done? We got 1/3 of an umbilical cord, so now we have 4, so I guess I didn't have to kill Ariana. Here we go, this is the one that we got. A great relic, also known as the Cord of the Eye. Every infant Great One has this precursor to the umbilical cord. Every Great One loses its child and then yearns for a surrogate. This cord granted Mensis audience with Mergo, but resulted in the stillbirth of their brains. Used to gain insight and, so they say, eyes on the inside, although no one remembers what that truly entails. So they used this cord to gain audience with Mergo. But perhaps Mergo was already dead, and that's why communication didn't really work. Did I light the lantern? I didn't. I do want to show off one little detail real quick. Let's go check on the mother. Her head is down now. She bows to us and then leaves. The workshop's on fire.
Good hunter, you have come. Dawn will soon break. This night and this dream will end. Gehrman awaits you at the foot of the great tree. Very well. Let me stand close. Good hunter, I said. Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
There we go. Let's go ahead and get another level out of this. I think that's enough. Yes.
Gehrman awaits you. Go on, good hunter. Very well. Let me stand close. Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
Even the flowers are on fire, what? Let's see if we can purchase blood vial. Yes. Alright. Gehrman awaits us at the foot of the great tree. What are they talking about? Ah. These doors are finally open. Tons of gravestones. A field of flowers. Look like crucifixes, maybe? There's even gravestones in the ground. A lot of people have pointed out, these are fake flowers, I think they're like made up for Bloodborne, but a lot of people pointed out that they are very similar to asphodels, which asphodel is an area of the underworld in Greek mythos, so it's like an area of the dead, and it also symbolizes regret. Here he is, under a great tree, the moon behind him, the workshop on fire. It's almost like an ocean out there. Dudes be like, is that all there is? My brother in Christ, what else ought there be? Alright, so technically Bloodborne has 3 endings. And typically we would have to choose one. But because I love you guys, and because I am gender fluid and pansexual and not used to making choices, you're gonna have it all, baby. We're gonna do all 3 endings. So we will begin with the first ending, the one that requires the least amount of knowledge. The one where we do our task, and that is it. We are hunters. That's all. This is my character street art. He's a strength build. Right now I have him using the boom hammer. He also uses the whirligig saw. Which you can just, as long as you have endurance, you can just saw somebody. It's the pizza cutter. Not like it makes any difference. Let's go talk to Gehrman and get our first ending.
Good hunter, you've done well. The night is near its end. Now, I will show you mercy. You will die, forget the dream, and awake under the morning sun. You will be freed from this terrible hunter's dream.
Now we have a choice. Submit your life or refuse. But in this playthrough, we are a good little hunter and we do what we're told. So we are going to submit our lives.
Farewell, my keen hunter. the blood.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
Skipping that because we'll do that at the third ending. Alright, so the first ending. Welcome back. Hi. In the first ending, we submitted our life to Gehrman. When he proposed, he said, you've done well. Time to wake up. So we submitted our lives, and then he cut off our head ceremoniously and released us from the dream. This is presumably what happened to Eileen and Jura as well. They went through the... Alright, that's it. We went through the dream. Now it begins New Game Plus. So you come back and you play the game from the beginning with all your stuff, and the cycle continues. But in our ending, we submitted our lives. We saw Gehrman get up out of his chair for the first time, and then he ceremoniously cut off our heads with something that looked like a Reaper's scythe. His outfit also changed. He had this beautiful flowing cape, kind of similar to this one, and a top hat, kind of similar to this one too. He said, "Fear the blood." Then we awakened in the streets of Yharnam under the sunlight, and it seemed like a quote-unquote good ending, but it's actually the one that requires most ignorance. We wake up, we forget the dream, we've learned nothing, and then we continue hunting like mindless beasts. Time to see the second ending. And for the second ending, we are going to return to Yatsik, who you already know. He's written as Septimus in my thing because that's his, like, ruler name as leader of the vampires in my own story. Oh. Did I complete this? It is Yatsik, right? Oh, okay. Oh, I forgot to defeat the Mergo's wet nurse. Let's go take care of that real quick. I didn't want you guys to see the spoiler, but I guess it doesn't matter too much. What are you talking about? It was on his playthrough, right? Alright. Didn't know we would be doing this again, but... Oh. Let's go, indeed, let's do it again. Sorry about this. Oh, I thought I was dodging. Let's go, little vile blood. Ah. Oops. Always timed that wrong. I'm just in a hurry to finish this. Alright. Finished. I believe this is New Game Plus 3 at this point. Oh yeah, I have this extra button called Arcane Haze, which I can convert any of these things into Arcane Haze. Here's some interesting stuff to read about, because these are things that we didn't have in our other playthroughs. Sage's hair, special material used in a holy chalice ritual, a body part of a saint sacrificed by the healing church in their search for truth. The additional rite feted offering invigorates the watchers, making them more treacherous than normal, but also making them worthy prey for a special hunt. So I think that just opens up, like, worse and worse dungeons. Sage's wrist, same thing. We'll read about these later in the epilogue. Alright, let's go get our second ending. Gehrman awaits us at the foot of the great tree. I think he's the one who set this workshop on fire, because I don't think the doll would have. I think it's very emotional to set this place on fire, because it contains everything that he worked for and everything that he loved. His hyperfixations, what he devoted his life to. But he is in such a drastic state of mind that this was a worthy sacrifice.
Good hunter, you've done well. The night is near its end. Now, I will show you mercy. You will die, forget the dream, and awake under the morning sun. You will be freed from this terrible hunter's dream.
So in our first ending, we chose to submit our lives. And we agreed. But what happens if we refuse?
Dear, oh dear. What was it? The hunt? The blood? Or the horrible dream? Oh, it doesn't matter. It always comes down to the hunter's helper to clean up after these sorts of messes. Tonight, Gehrman joins the hunt.
That is my favorite cutscene. Alright, let's go. Second favorite fight in the whole game, after Maria. Oh. Damn it, old man. Shit. Oh, wind up. This is also where it's confirmed that he is the first hunter. Gehrman the First Hunter. It's his boss title. But he refers to himself as a custodian, or rather, the hunter's helper, cleaning up these messes. Also, this is my favorite music in the entire game. Oh my god. Like Maria, he is slow until he isn't. Until he's like the fastest thing you've ever seen. And he also has the art of quickening. Sorry, old man. No, he can do that to me. He's got his gun. He can totally do that to me if I'm not careful. So his weapon is kind of like a scythe, and then it transforms into a sword. A lot of people, because he uses a scythe, think that he used to be a Bergenworth student who then became the groundskeeper and kind of like tended to flowers and like I really like that for him because it kind of like I like the idea of this very violent, dangerous man also just like tending to flowers and being a gardener. His music is so tragic. Oh, don't. Oh, God. My character Yatsik is like 47, so it's like old man versus old man right now. Or he's a vampire, but he was bitten at 47. What's happening? Now he's glowing, kind of blue. Shit. Moon powers, baby. He's quicker now. Goes bigger distances. Oh! Really? Oh, jump! He did the jump! He did the jump! Anime old man! I had no idea he was just gonna one-shot me. I guess that makes sense for New Game Plus 3 though. Alright, old man, let's go. You wanna give us the jump again? That was cool. Sorry, Gehrman. I love this fight. It really does feel like two hunters going at it. He does not have very high blood tinge. His bullets aren't doing very much damage to me at all. In comparison to Maria. Maria being a vile blood, Gehrman just being a dude. Also, she used a pistol, which was more focused. And he's using a blunderbuss. Moon powers. That's an AoE. Oh, he's so much faster now. Jump! And my old man. No, 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 the wind. Wind. Oh my god. No. No, 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 no. Oh. No. Oh.
Must accept your death. Be freed from the night.
Oh, you're a tough old man, aren't you? I didn't think this would give me this much trouble. But it is interesting. I'm glad we died to him so that we could hear his dialogue. You must accept your death, be freed from the night. So it's not like, oh, I've killed you, haha, like, or anything like that. Like, it's kind of like he's trying to do something good for us. Oh my god. Heal, please! Oh my god, I didn't. This is definitely not going to take as long as the orphan. He's less aggressive. I just gotta be smart about it. This is another fight that feels a lot like a dance. The pace is a little different from Maria, but I think you might see how these two hunters, Maria and Gehrman, might have made a very good team. I didn't know he would give me so much trouble. He usually doesn't. It's okay, I enjoyed this fight a lot more than the orphan. The orphan is fun to a degree, but much harder. I don't feel hopeless in this fight. Plus I get to listen to my favorite track. Oh god. How do you dodge that? Oh. He's way more powerful now. So I will be too. Oh my god. Where'd he... Oh! I never know, like, what the distance to be at is for that. No. Oh my god. I don't know how to dodge that. Oh god! Gehrman, stop! No! Who knew he was gonna kick my ass this much? Let's try again. Oh, stop, go away. Oh my god. I guess he is the first hunter, so he would kick my ass. Imagine what he was like when he was younger and not drained of energy. Don't visit me! Don't! Oh. He could have, if he was closer. That would have ended me. Where are you? There you are. Where? You're too fast now. The jump. No, no! I don't know where. Where you? Oh god, stop. Don't. He's so cool, I can't get over it. I'll never get over it. Oh, I love this fight. Don't! He almost did. He could have. Oh no! Don't! Oh. I thought I was done for. Oh. Oh god. Gehrman. I don't know if I'm gonna make it, guys. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's our last one. Don't worry, he won't be this hard on the Squonk file. This is just New Game Plus. Oh, how did that happen? Okay. Where is he? Don't! Do you think I can do it this time around? I've got no more healing left. We're pretty evenly matched right now. Hunter v Hunter. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. No, okay. Anyway, old man with moon powers. He's Sailor Moon. Aren't they, like, in Sailor Moon, aren't they, like, moon deities or something? They're, like, planet deities and they're sent to Earth or something? Can you imagine if you were sent to Earth and you were expecting to be, like, embodied in a young girl and instead you're embodied in an old man? And he's just like, what the fuck is this? Damn it. Oh, nice. Sorry, old man. You've taught me well. Actually, you didn't teach me shit. Come on. Oh. Oh. That's not fun. Stop. No. Where are you? Okay. No. I couldn't decide to run forward or backward, and then I run right in the middle of it. Let's go, Sailor Moon. Oh god. Oh my god. I was trying to, like, get under him or something. Gehrman, stop! Why is he trying to release us? Why is it so important to him? Why has he got to fight us about it? We'll find out. Oh god. It's very cool, Gehrman. Don't do the jump. Don't do it! Oh. Oh, really? Are we safe? No. Oh! Gehrman, stop! Gehrman, stop. Oh my god, I don't know how to dodge it. Stop jumping, Gehrman! Stop! Oh no, Gehrman. No! Oh, don't jump again, Gehrman, I swear to god, don't jump again. I'm unsure of the parry timings. Gehrman, stop jumping! You're going to murder me! There we go. Normal ending. We're doing all three endings, but in this one it's the normal ending. Bolt Hunter's Mark.
And so, the hunt begins again.
Alright, so that was our second ending. Cameron said the night and the dream were long. Remember when we were talking about dreams and nightmares always have a human host, and then they have a great one. And we knew that Gehrman was the host of this dream, but we didn't know who the great one was in his dream, and it seems like we found out.
Good.
In the first ending, we have no idea because we submit our lives. And so we don't know at all about this great one, but it seems like we discovered the great one in the second ending. Something descends from the moon and takes us and envelops us. Let us go back to our original game for our secret ending. So we have discovered who... This is a lore playthrough, by the way. So we've discovered who the being is. It descended from the moon. We've discovered who the great one who rules this dream is. I love that the moon is huge in this, and that Gehrman is here. Just, in my interpretation, he told us to go through the Chalice dungeons, and next time when I play the epilogue, we'll discover why. There's someone extremely lore important in there. And then he also told us to go to the Upper Cathedral Ward to ascend Odin Chapel, and we met a great one, Ebrietus. So it's kind of like he was hinting at seeking the truth, but he couldn't do it outwardly. And in my interpretation, he's kind of in a hostage situation with this great one who comes from the moon. So he can't outwardly tell us. And then also remember when I said that blood echoes are kind of like blood will. That's how they're translated in the Japanese. It is the will of the person living. Just keep that in mind. It seems like we have discovered the fate that he was trying to protect us from. We end up replacing him in the second ending.
Good hunter, you've done well. The night.
I forgot. In order to get the secret ending, we need to revisit these. Remember when we found that note that said, the moon presence, pale blood? And then we also found a note that said 3/3 chords. I'm going to reread these real quick. The third umbilical cord precipitated the encounter with the pale moon, which beckoned to the hunters and conceived the hunter's dream. Well, I think we've met the pale moon, and she enveloped us in the second ending and bound us to the dream. So... One. Two. Three.
Good hunter, you will be freed from this terrible hunter's dream. Dear, oh dear. What was it? The hunt? The blood?
Since we already watched this, I'll talk about it. He kind of lists these as if these have been reasons that people have refused him in the past.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
The hunt, the blood, the horrible dream. Like some of his hunters have gone blood drunk. They've grown tired of the dream.
It always comes down to the hunter's helper to clean up after these sorts of messes.
We get this dichotomy of him trying to protect us, but at the same time he really wishes things would end, like setting that workshop on fire.
Gehrman joins the hunt.
And when we kill him, he doesn't say like, oh no, you'll take my place. He says, the night and the dream were long. Oops. Oops, too early. Oh, I was trying to parry him again. Very poorly. Touche, old man. He has some moves similar to Maria, like when he kind of flips and he's slightly on the ground and then he shoots immediately after that. He does interrupt my healing more than she does. I think the blunderbuss helps with staggering. Probably could have visceraled him there. Shoot him. Oh my god. No, no, no. Sometimes he kind of just stands there as if he's giving up. Alright, now watch how many blood echoes we get from him. 0. moon presence. I'm probably gonna die. That's okay. She's not a tough boss, it's just getting through Gehrman first. Oh, I have nothing left now. She's gonna kill me, absolutely. Oh, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. But yeah, remember when I said that blood echoes are blood will, essentially? And then Gehrman dropped none. It seems like he had no more will to live, which is a nice little detail. The moon said, "You're too spicy." Yes, that was interesting. In the second ending, we were embraced by the moon in a similar way that I believe Gehrman was embraced by the moon, which was probably the most terrifying moment of his life. And then we were absorbed, and it probably imbued us with, like, whatever binds us to this dream. And then we took his place. In this one, we were able to bounce her off. Essentially, we were a little too powerful or too spicy. After we had absorbed the third chords. And it says every infant great one has this precursor to the umbilical cord, or it's also called a cord of the eye. It's got eyes on it, as you can see, so it's kind of like we have eyes on the inside now. I wanted to talk a little bit about the moon presence's design as well, while we're about to go in and you guys can pay attention to it. But she looks a lot like blood veins and like highways of blood. She also, if you look at her face, which is just 3 holes, it looks like the cross-section of an umbilical cord. She's making very bestial sounds, so I'm gonna see if she's weak to fire. She seems not happy with it, at least. We've found the source of the scourge, so of course she would be bestial. Look at my health. We've done it, we've killed the moon. Nightmare slain. We've slayed even the dream. And there's blood everywhere, falling from the sky.
Are you cold? good hunter.
That's me! I'm the squid. I became squid. Okay, that was all 3 endings of Bloodborne. In order of ignorance to knowledge. Hell yeah, squid time. Yeah, so we, in those eyes opening from us, we actually achieved what everyone else in this game has been trying to do, which was to ascend to godhood. So we became an infant great one. And the doll's gonna take care of us now. And this is the good ending. Waking up in Yharnam again, just like Jura and Eileen, is the bad ending. And then taking Gehrman's place is a neutral ending, because at least we know a bit more now. But, this is the good ending. What'd you think? But yeah, Gehrman was trying to protect us, and he's probably the only person that we've ever fought who is actually trying to help us instead of just outright kill us. Too many thoughts. This was so fucking awesome. Gather those thoughts, because next time I stream, we're gonna do an epilogue where we complete the Chalice dungeons on Yatsek's playthrough. So that we can... It's going to have entirely new bosses in it that we've never seen before. We're going to get more lore. We're going to discover why Gehrman wanted us to do the Chalice dungeons. The good ending being ascending to eldritch godliness. Yeah, we did it. We ascended. But yeah, did you notice also that Gehrman dies in exactly the same position as Maria? They both reach up to the sky looking for something, and then they fall to their knees, and then they fall forward. Both of them do this. Maria seemed like she didn't want to die. Ooh, here's our lullaby. It's called Mergo's Lullaby. It seemed like Maria didn't want to die. She screams at the end. And it seems like Gehrman was holding on, and then he is okay with letting go at the very end. He says the night and the dream were long. And he gives us 0 blood echoes. He had no will left. He had no blood will. So he was kind of just... I feel like him standing up from his wheelchair is the first time that can actually make a difference against this cycle, this continuing cycle. There's a lot of themes of, like, gaslighting in his dream. Like, we looked up, Phantomet pointed out that someone had counted out every single gravestone in the dream. And then I looked up, it's over 360. And all the events of Bloodborne happened in one night. So technically, Gehrman's only been there for 1 year, right? Only I don't think that's the case. I think he's been here way longer than that. I think maybe decades or even centuries. But I feel like him being in the dream, it's like, oh, well, there's only 360 plus gravestones here. It's only been 360 nights. You've only been here a year. There's a lot of... I don't know the word. Malice? It's creepy. His dream. Because you go to the Hunter's Nightmare and it's like, this place sucks. This is Hunter Hell. But you go to the dream and compared to Yharnam, like, it's nice. Things are nice. But he's also technically a prisoner who has to speak to us secretly about seeking truth. He's in a hostage situation. Trapped here for centuries with someone who looks like the woman he loved, but isn't. Trapped with his workshop, which is full of the things that he loved, but he is bound to this horrible task of training hunters again and again and again, and until they kill a great one, and then he can release them, and then they're gone. And then he's alone again. And then it happens again and again and again. And it seems like he has no real concept of life out in Yharnam, because he doesn't know that Lawrence is long dead. It's just the same all the time here. And he's ready to die, and so we've granted him that. But I do feel like gaslighty of the moon presence. It's like, well, what are you upset about? I've put you in your favorite place in the world with your favorite person in the world. You've only been here a year. What's so bad about it? It's kind of that attitude of like the hunter's nightmare is like, this place sucks. And then you get to the dream and it's like, isn't it nice? Isn't this what you wanted? And that's what's so insidious. That's the word I was looking for. That's what's so insidious to me about Gehrman's predicament in the dream. And thinking about his boss music, it's very Requiem-esque in a very sad way, whereas the others are kind of like Dies Irae, sort of like Day of Wrath, scary Requiem. His piece is more like someone is dead or someone longs for death. It's way more sad, and I'm going to call these voices for a second. There's only really two voices. Let's say that voices are, in music, they're when a bunch of instruments are playing the same thing, let's say that that's one voice. There's only at most like two voices going on at a time in his piece. It's very, very stark. It's very lonely. At times there's only one voice, the entire orchestra playing the same thing. Oh, I wanted to go over the lyrics of his music. His track is called The First Hunter. The English translation is Hunter, ah, I have hunted. I did it all to cleanse my soul from evil, an insidious hunt. The wonderful darkness. So this line, what is it? Mira tenebrarum. It could mean the wonderful darkness or these mysterious nights. And then hic sic scitus miserere aeterna. And it could mean this way I knew eternal mercy or eternal misery. I would love to never know the answer if it's eternal mercy or eternal misery. Then we have, my hunter, let the evil be hidden from you, my life devoted to sustaining the dream, the insidious moon, the wonderful darkness, or these mysterious nights. Great One, look upon me and grant eternal mercy, or Great One has looked upon me and grant eternal misery. Hunter, take my sickly vein, my soul hurts, free me rightly, the insidious moon, the wonderful darkness, or these mysterious nights. Great One, look upon me and grant eternal mercy, or Great One has looked upon me and granted eternal misery. Hunter, who hold in awe the abyss, but you are never supposed to be a scapegoat. I would swing this scythe once again to offer an end to your nightmare, but please give me an end to my role. Based on these lyrics, it seems like, even though Gehrman is protecting us, it seems like he really also wants to be released. And then we need to go get an important lore item. First, let me crack Madman's Knowledge. So now we have one more insight than usual, which of course means that we can see the doll. We're back at the beginning again. Was there a light in here? Did I forget to lantern light it? No? I guess it appears later. All the items are the same. But we gained something from Gehrman as he died. We gained a badge. The old hunter badge. I actually have this on a necklace. The old hunter badge. It looks like his, the sword part of his scythe. This hunter's badge, crafted in Gehrman's time, has no practical purpose except perhaps to assist in romanticizing about the past. The badge was a special privilege for the hunters of the past and should not be dishonored. It should be left in peace, unless one is truly prepared to assume the will of those gone before. Speaking of being left in peace, do you remember when Maria said, "A corpse should be left well alone"? Since we encountered her being dead, essentially, she could have been talking about herself, like, leave me alone, why'd you wake me up? Or perhaps she was talking about the corpse that she disturbed, the corpse of Kos. Perhaps. Central Yharnam. Now we know that that is the cry of the cleric beast who we fight on that bridge behind me. Gilbert's alive again.
Oh, you must be a hunter.
Gilbert!
And Gilbert, you must have had a fine time. Well, I don't think but I'm moving to hell. This town is cursed. Whatever your reasons might, whatever can be gained from this place.
Gilbert is alive again, don't worry. The cycle continues. And, yay, Gilbert! But, as you know, when we get new hunter badges, new things open up in the shop. Ah, we're back to the hunter's dream, just like old times. Bound once again to our conditioned immortality. Oh man, I popped it at the wrong time. Burial Blade. This is Gehrman's weapon. A trick weapon wielded by Gehrman the First Hunter. A masterpiece that defined the entire array of weapons crafted at the workshop. Its blade is forged with siderite, said to have fallen from the heavens. Gehrman surely saw the hunt as a dirge of farewell, wishing only that his prey might rest in peace, never again to awaken to another harrowing nightmare. The Blade of Mercy is also forged with siderite. This is Eileen's blade, and we know she was a student of Gehrman. Jura was also a student of Gehrman. We've got this Blade of Mercy, we've got this idea of mercy with his prey resting in peace, and then Jura, of course, softens to the plight of the beasts of Old Yharnam. So I feel like when Gehrman was able to be more here and like teaching his students that mercy was kind of an important thing that he would teach. And I wonder if perhaps that is a mentality he adopted after the events at the fishing hamlet, after he saw how horrible the pursuit of knowledge could be. He was clearly haunted by what happened. It caused him to sleep restlessly here. It was kind of funny. First time I did a playthrough of this and I was like, man, he sleeps a lot. And I was like, yeah, he probably naps because he's old. But the more I've thought about it, the more I'm like, he doesn't want to exist. Like, I found like when I am extremely depressed, at times I power nap because I don't want to be conscious. And I feel like he does that as well. Gehrman's Hunter Cap. Hunter Tire of Gehrman the First Hunter, created before the workshop existed by making adjustments to everyday clothing, and later became the basis for all hunter's garb. Just like what we were saying, this looks exactly like the crumpled Yharnam hat, so it literally was just like his everyday clothing. The hunter's emphasis on engaging beasts with speed, and therefore of selecting lightweight attire, no doubt traces back to Gehrman's own combat style. So his combat style is actually a major part of the mechanics of this game. Previous Dark Souls titles have had like weight limits, like everything you put on and carry has weight to it. And so there is a chance of you becoming too heavy and then you won't be able to dodge roll. Those weight limits absolutely don't exist at all. You can wear whatever you want and hold whatever you want in Bloodborne. And that's because of Gehrman's combat style. Hunter attire. He doesn't have any gauntlets or anything. But this is actually what I had Yatsik wearing, because I like the little scarf. It's cute. That's what the old hunter badge has opened up for us. And now we can pick another one of these. There he is again. Still alive.
Welcome to the hunter's dream.
This will be your home for now. So he knows it's temporary.
I am Gehrman.
Struggles to remember his own name, which is why I think he's been here for longer than a year.
Sure to be in a fine haze about now, but don't think too hard about all of this. Just go out and kill a few beasts. It's for your own good. You know, it's just what hunters do. You'll get used to it.
Clearly telling us not to think about it, but then he also feeds us hints to go explore the Chalice dungeons and go ascend Uden Chapel. It's like the moon presence is listening to him right now. And there's moonlight coming through that window.
This was once a safe haven for hunters. A workshop where hunters used blood to enhance their weapons and flesh. We don't have as many tools as we once did, but you're welcome to use whatever you find. Even the doll, should it please you.
There are some people who interpret even the doll, should it please you, as the fact that we can use the doll to level up, and maybe he's whispering it because we need insight to view her as she really is and actually use her to level up. So maybe it's kind of like a secret thing, like, did you know you can use the doll? That's how some people interpret it. I think it is sexual. I think he's like really awkward and doesn't know how to engage with anyone. It's like, what do young people like to do? Oh, fucking. I can't do that anymore, but young people love fucking. You can use a doll if you want. I also think it's interesting that the mirror has cracks in it, almost like someone has like punched it. Maybe this guy right here. I feel like a lot of this stream, the themes are like someone is going through it and is really suffering, but is being gaslit into, no, it's okay. And then he tells you, and he kind of like gaslights you too. He's like, you know, it's just what hunters do. Like, don't think about it. Just do it. Which is why he's so interesting to me. He's a fascinating character, as I'm sure you can see. Now, after we've gone through the entire game, he is a lot more than just this old man that we met at the beginning. So, that's it for this stream. We've done it. We've seen all 3 endings. Next stream, I would like to do an epilogue where we continue the Chalice dungeons on Yatsik's playthrough. They're going to have entirely new bosses that we have not run into before, unique bosses. We're going to uncover more lore, perhaps answer that question as to who exactly that woman in white is that we keep seeing, the one who was somehow connected to Mergo and bowed to us at the end of, after we killed Mergo's wet nurse. And then I also wanted to do a weapons showcase, because my guy is just a little spindly guy who is very skillful but not very strong. So there's a lot of weapons that I didn't get to show you that I would like to show you on a bunch of other playthroughs, including the Kos Parasite weapon. So I hope you join me for that epilogue, and that will be the very last, hopefully, if we get through all the bosses. Depends on how outrageous the bosses are in that last dungeon. This was a fucking awesome stream, well worth the wait. Thanks so much for hosting. Thank you for joining. I hope to see you guys for that epilogue. It's going to be fun. I'm also going to be like reviewing this footage as I like edit the YouTube video, and so there might be some lore things that come up that I forgot to talk about. So we will tie all the loose ends on that lore in our epilogue. So we'll probably be discussing the endings in more detail. Thank you guys for joining me and being here while we beat up my favorite old man. And I hope to see you next time. Bye!